Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Thanks for stopping by. I know you guys all know we're going to have Tom and Rhonda Howard on tonight, which is exciting.
I didn't do anything.
I don't know what happened there. I got kicked out.
I saw that.
Something. Let's see here. I think everybody's in here. Can everybody hear and see me all right? I know I got kicked out of there for a minute. It said something went wrong and then kicked me out. I apologize. We're back here, though. I hope everybody can see and hear me. Let me know you can see and hear me all right in the chat. We got lots of people in here. See, Brazos is in here. Looks like somebody said Jared Crocker's in here, too. That's what it looks like. We got Treasure Hunter Christine Buckland's in here. Hope you're feeling better. Jason Whitaker, how are you doing? Jason, email me your address. I know I had it at one point, but I don't know where it is, so shoot me an email there. Julie starting over, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Got Lila Newton. Got Journey Along with Shannon. Got Grady McNutt in here. Nell. I'm cruising back up here to see if I missed anybody. I'm sorry. I'm trying to see everybody. I know. Look, Hood's Custom Shop. How are you doing? Hope you're feeling better. Got Eileen in here. Welcome to my kitchen. Thanks for stopping in. But and KY Redneck Outdoors got a bunch of great people in here. See, we got 27 in here already. That's awesome. Glad that you guys came out even after Buck being on the live last night. And tonight I'm in my Star Wars snuggie. So y'all can say what you want, but this sucker's comfortable. We got Wonder Arts and Adventures in here. We got Claire's in here, I see. And she says she sees in here, so we're good to go. We had a little technical difficulty there. I don't know what happened. I got Tom and Rhonda backstage. I just wanted to start off with a couple things here. Buck kind of let me in on what was going on, that I got monetized, which was amazing. I never thought back when I started that that would ever happen. I mean, you kind of always hope for stuff like that. That, and then you put in a lot of work and you see things like that happen, and it means the world. Especially that people were doing super chats last night with Buck on. I didn't think that was going to happen. But apparently it seemed like Buck did pretty good, and that's awesome. I appreciate him being on and talking to you guys on Friday. It looked like he was on for about 2 hours, which is just crazy. But yeah, I really want to thank everybody, because I wouldn't have gotten there if it wasn't for you guys. You guys are a big reason why I do this, and it means the world to me that you guys come in here to spend time with me and talk and hang out, and I get to know you guys better every single time. And even the fact it's more amazing that you guys came in and hung out with Buck. Apparently you guys like him a lot, and that's great. It makes my day that people actually like him, somebody like him. So, but I just wanted to thank everybody for where I've gotten to. I especially want to thank a lot of the people that have helped me along the way. One of the first people I ever talked to was Gray Mountain Farm, and I really want to thank them. And then, of course, the Crockers. They've helped me tremendously, from them just talking to me personally, shout outs, enjoying what I'm doing and talking about it. Like, it's awesome. And then Tom and Rhonda, I started talking to them in live chats, and they started coming over into some of mine, and I've been in some of theirs, and they're great people, and that's why I really wanted to have them on. And I said, "Oh, look at that! Would you look at that? Jared Crocker over here dropping a live chat on me," and I think I missed it. I don't even see. Look at this. I don't know what's happening. It's not showing up yet. Something's like it's lagging. All my messages are. So here we go. This is for Buck. I have a pack of weenies and some ketchup. Buck loves his weenies and his ketchup, so I'll get on that. We'll get him some weenies and some ketchup, and he'll be eating those suckers up. I know. I hope everybody in here is and we had Corey and Cynthia Davis in here, and Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show. Got all sorts of great people in here tonight. 46 people. This is awesome. Just great people, and I appreciate that, Jared. That's awesome, man. I've been mind blown, but there's some buffering. I don't know what's going on. It was doing this last night too. I think that it kind of just works its way out. It did last night. Not really sure what's going on. Grey Mountain Farm, I was just talking about you. Thanks for stopping in. I saw that you guys were actually hanging out with Wander Arts and Adventures, Brian, over there today, so that was pretty exciting. But we're going to get Tom and Rhonda Howard on here, and we're going to talk to them. I've got questions. I know that they said that they have a special surprise that they want to talk about too, which is amazing. Everybody's having buffering right now. I don't know if it's my internet, but your audio is choppy sometimes. Whereas that was happening yesterday, and I switched over. I tell people to go out and come back in. That was fixing it. That's what I had to do with some of my stuff today too. My YouTube actually froze up on me. So I was thinking it's something on there, and it's happening the exact same way yesterday too. So if it's not coming in, well, just exit, come back in. Hopefully that fixes it. I'm going to pull Rhonda Howard up here, and we're going to start chatting with them. I got a whole list. I got a list of questions. I went into the rabbit hole. Not in my Snuggie, but I got it on now, so I'm all nice and toasty and warm right now. But I'm going to get them pulled up here. Let me do my little thing here. I got to hit some buttons on my phone so I can see them. Oh, there they are. Add to stream. Boom.
Hi guys, how are you?
Would you look who's on that screen? Thanks for being on with me. I really appreciate
Yogi says hi too.
Hi, everybody. I know you guys were on your way back. I appreciate you guys, rushing to get back to be on here tonight. I really appreciate it. I was super excited when you guys said that you'd be on. I thought that was awesome.
Well, we were excited to be asked. Thanks, Maddie. We appreciate it. Spell check made you Marty, so I don't know if I should start calling you Marty or not.
Do you have an Android or an iPhone?
iPhone.
I have an iPhone, and anytime I type in Maddie, it automatically changes it to Marty.
Yeah, that's what happened. It did it twice to me, and I was in such a hurry I didn't catch it.
Didn't notice it at first.
Didn't see it at all.
Mm-mm.
I bet Marty's probably more.
We're drinking out of MT Homestead. Sent us a special gift, and we want to thank them. Cheers to MT Homestead, Mike and Terry. It's got our logo on it, At Home with Tom and Rhonda Howard and the state of Texas. And then on the back, the most important things you can do in the morning. Wake up, pee, coffee, poop. Now that's classic.
That's awesome.
It is. Thank you,
That
MT
is.
Homestead.
And congratulations to you, Maddie, on your
Maddie, monetized.
It blew my mind. I was sitting there and it was for a while there. It was like the hours just seemed like they were taking forever. Like I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and then YouTube wasn't updating for days. I was at the same hours, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just had 4,500 views on one video, and I'm not getting any updates on my hours. I'm like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden, it was just boom. And, like I said, Buck sat down and did everything for me, which I hope he did it right. But, I was super excited. I never thought I'd get there. I worked hard, tried to, or at least what I think working hard is. But I really do appreciate you guys, because you guys have helped me along too, Tom. I know we've talked online, and you've kind of told me, just even with the haters and stuff, giving me little advice, and every little advice that I get from people, it means the world to me. It's and it's nice having friends.
We have this community, community of YouTubers. None of us are rich. None of us are living the Trump life. We just want to help each other to be as successful as we can be. And that's one thing that I loved about Jared and Jason and Matt. they just want to help you. They want to see you succeed, because the more you succeed, the bigger they get.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's the thing. And that's why I like doing these lives where I have people on and get to talk to them about their channel, regardless if they have 50 subscribers or 50,000 subscribers. That doesn't mean that you can't be friends with somebody else, you
Absolutely.
know? And we all get along. It doesn't matter where you're at, and there isn't somebody that's less important than somebody else. You know,
That's
subscribers.
right.
It's just a number. You know,
when we met, Journey along with Shannon and Roger, she had 28 subscribers. When we met her, we put her on our live, and she was so shy. She didn't want to talk. She kept saying, "I don't know if I can do this. I'm scared." And look at her now. Everybody loves Shannon and Roger. She comes on and says, "Hi, y'all," and the whole world lights up. I mean, I'm just so proud of her, and she's come out of her shell, and she's a great YouTuber.
Yeah. No, I love Shannon, and they're great. Like, all these people are great. I have yet for a channel, I have yet to find somebody that I'm like, I just dislike them. Like, they're, and I'm sure people out there, they have their ones that they like more than others, but everybody that's talked to me has just been the most welcoming, nice people in this community, and we're all different.
They don't stay around long.
No,
we got to say
that's
hi
the thing.
to Brandy. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy. Hi.
And
that's our daughter. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy. How are you doing? I did see Brazos Valley Soap said that she had to roll out. I think she's got some work to do on some soaps. I know she's been working on those. I know. We all need to buy some soaps. I need to get Buck some soaps is what I need to do, because I can still smell them down here. I had to light some incense sticks when I got back. He was stinking up too many hot dogs yesterday, I think he is. And Lila over here says, please say a prayer for David.
Whiskey Creek.
He tested positive. Yeah. So David tested positive for the Rona. So we need everybody to say a prayer if you're a praying person, for David. And if you're not a praying person, just keep him in your thoughts. Let's see here. I'm just checking.
Heard that. And Whiskey Creek Tactical.
Ranch.
They're both on here. Whiskey Creek Tactical Ranch. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Rhonda's sister.
I was in there.
Hi, guys. Welcome. She's almost at 1,000, Maddie.
Yeah,
oh, really?
She's like, you heard that? She needs maybe 70 more people?
Yeah. We're headed toward 5,000, and she's headed toward 1,000. I mean, she is so close.
I know. I saw you guys are at 4,660.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what's funny? This is how Jared can help somebody. I did that spoof on him, the little roast, and acted like I was him, and a day in the life of Jared Crocker. I went from 4,162 to that number we're at today, with one video, with over 12,000 views on that one video.
That's so incredible. It's just,
I'm like, what?
Well, and that's like the one I did with the letter that I wrote to them.
Yes, that was a big hit too. I loved it.
And I mean, that didn't pull 12,000, but still, I mean, it was like, I think it's going almost at 5K right now, and it's amazing, what people can do for each other too. Yeah,
that's the key right there. That's the key.
And it's important, because we are all, and this community, it's funny because it looks really big, but it's not. We are a smaller community, but we have a lot of good people.
Come on in.
And
I told you that I had a surprise for everybody tonight.
Yes. Yeah, you did say that.
I went out and I put some meat out in the front yard, and the animals appeared.
Oh no! Look who it is.
Come on in and sit down, Jared. Hey, are you in the camera? Let's see. Oh, you're not. Come toward Rhonda more. We got to get the star of the show in here with us.
There we go.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! And the 40, how many thousand?
don't know.
43,000 subscribers.
43.
Jared Crocker's here.
What's up, people?
See?
And I didn't even wear my good clothes.
There's a delay though too.
No,
and this is why
now. I think I'm in there.
This is why people say Jared's so handsome. He comes over with his shirt on and his nice hat, and I'm here in a Snuggie, you know. But
hey, we just all dress like that. It's okay,
right?
Anything else you'd just be putting on.
What's up, bud?
Corey
This is
Cynthia Days is a yurt.
That's awesome.
Well, thank
Now
you
it's a
for over
party,
here,
man.
Jared.
I've been looking forward to this live chat pretty much all week.
There you go.
I've been super excited about this live chat. I mean, I didn't know Jared was going to be on here, so
I didn't want to tell you. I wanted to surprise you.
That's awesome because I've been talking. I know Jared said before. I've told him I want to have him on a live. So this is awesome. I'm super psyched, and we got 72 people in it right now.
Advertise more. We have more people.
Congratulations on getting monetized. That's awesome.
Yeah,
You
man.
got 73 watching.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's up there. That was like when Brazos was on at Gray Mountain Farm. I think we were about there.
Yeah, I'm
that's
like,
awesome though.
Like Brazos Valley is here, and I'm up here. Tell her to step up the game.
I know. That's what I've been saying. And she just left too. She just left a few minutes ago.
That's why I said that.
Yeah, she's. I know. I keep telling her. I've been trying to get her to let me do a commercial too. I said I would do one, but we'll see. Maybe even Buck will do a commercial for her. You never know.
That'd be something else. See him doing a Brazos Valley soap commercial. Whew.
Oh,
The Buck stops here for Brazos Valley soaps.
And another couple that I just have to give a shout out to is Mel and Gary. I haven't seen them in here yet, but everybody knows them. And I remember when they went over to Jared's and they and their kids stayed in a little pup tent in his backyard when they were first starting this YouTube journey. And I let them play with the goats and I walked them around to the animals and everything. I thought, man, that's a really sweet couple. And now look at them, 50,000 plus subscribers. And how in the world are two people digging a giant basement and building a big cabin out in the middle of nowhere? I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, I know they were, I think they were at like 2,300 subscribers when they were at the house. And I said, once y'all move off grid or whatever out to that property, y'all are going to blow up. Just watch. I said, y'all are going to pass me up in no time. They sure did.
Well,
they flew past me.
The thing is, people look at that and go, it was hard enough to raise kids in the city with all the conveniences. And you go out in the middle of nowhere and you got to still take care of them just as good as you do in the city with all the stuff around you. And you not only do that, but you're building a home at the same time. I mean, come on, hats off to anybody that's that gutsy.
And they still had time to play Twister with us.
Yeah, and they put out some fun videos.
Yeah, I think it's awesome when somebody works hard and then it goes good for them. When you work hard, it comes out good in the end. So it's awesome.
Grumpy Grandpa and Debbie, Mark and Debbie.
Well, they're on. They said hi.
Hi, guys. They put out.
I'll say, I know, like, I watch Simple Life Reclaimed, and it's like I see what they're doing. And I'm sitting here and it's like, I know what I put into and like what I've been doing. And I try to put out a video. I try to put out a video every day is what I've been doing. I started that back in like June. And it's like, sometimes I'm sleeping like 3 hours a night. I can't figure out how they do it. Like with the building and record, and same with you guys, same with the Crockers and Jared. And I can't figure out like the time and how you guys figure it out.
Well, ours is perfect our name is perfect for what we do. We just do stuff around here. It's our real life. There's no pretense, no fake, all that. That's why I took up for Jared and Jason when people would say, oh, that's not real. No, I live next door. I know how real they are.
Oh, yeah.
Jason honestly did live in a tiny pup tent in freezing cold weather with copperheads around him that he would kill and eat. I mean, come on. That's commitment to the task.
Or it's CGI.
As long as it's not CSI, we're good.
Yeah, right. I loved every minute of that, though, because I was like, this is so awesome because You look at,
we
you know,
couldn't
you look
do
at
that.
Jason, and you look even Jared, you know, like you look at you guys, and you guys are just like anybody else. You know what I mean? It's, you're not doing all sorts of fancy stuff. You're just real people.
Have over for dinner.
Yeah. You know, and that's what I think, Jared. I think we're like 3 weeks apart in age or something.
When's your birthday?
October 8th.
1985?
1985.
Oh, you're such a young pup.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm a little bit younger than you.
I didn't know we were that close. I knew we were close in age. I didn't know we were that close.
Oh, yeah. That's what, it's funny, even with Jason, like with his band and stuff, like some of the bands that like he used to work with, like I've hung out with before.
Yeah.
Because
it's hard to believe we're almost 30 years older than you.
I thought we were the same age.
We are the same age because I was Back to the Future. I was showing you what you would look like in just a few years.
That video was awesome. Y'all got a lot of views on that one.
Over 12K.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was looking. I was kind of digging down the Tom and Rhonda rabbit hole too, and I pulled up the one where were the leprechaun, Tom.
Oh yeah.
On Christmas.
That was so great. That was so.
Do you know the story behind that, Maddie?
I do not know the story behind it.
Rhonda's dream vacation was a trip to Ireland. Well, you know that's $6,000 to $10,000 right off the bat, easy peasy.
Yep.
You're not going to get it cheaper because it's Ireland.
Yeah.
I wanted her to have that trip. Ever since I've known her, she's talked about Ireland. I wanted her to have it so bad. And I took out loans. I worked overtime.
Borrowed money from me.
I borrowed money. I actually stole some money from him, but he hadn't heard about that yet. But I did everything I could to put those funds together. And I was sitting and telling Jason about it. I said, Jason, you're not going to believe what I'm doing. I'm getting together a Christmas present for this Christmas for Rhonda. Now, this was back in September or October. I said, of 2019. I said, I want to put it together and give it to her for Christmas. And I think I'm going to dress up like a leprechaun and give her the package. And Jason said, let's do a video. I'll bring the green screen over. We'll go out in your backyard. Jason Crocker did that whole video. I wrote the copy. I was the actor as the leprechaun, but he did all the production.
That's awesome.
Zero charge, just as a friend.
That's
one of the best Christmas presents I've ever given or ever can give to Rhonda, probably.
I thought that was pretty epic.
Oh, man. People watch that video, and then they watch her reaction video on Facebook, and I've had nurses at work cry and say, that's the sweetest thing I've ever seen. But that's the story behind that little leprechaun video.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Speaking of birthdays, tomorrow is my sister's birthday, Julie.
Happy birthday, Julie!
Whiskey Creek Tactical. Heard
Tactical?
that?
We're not laughing at Rhonda. We're laughing with Rhonda.
Really, she said tomorrow's fine, but she did it not. She didn't do it under heard that. Would have made it easier, Julie.
Happy 21st birthday.
That's awesome. Happy 21st birthday for the third time.
There you go. That's awesome. Yeah, so now I got to ask you. So now I noticed, because I was looking at it, like I said, I dove down the rabbit hole with Tom and Rhonda videos, and I've been watching you guys for a while. I found you guys, of course, because I don't think it was because of Jason. I actually think it was because of Jared. I found you guys, and I was watching, and so there was a gap in between when you did that leprechaun video and then when you got into doing other videos. And I think
I wasn't a YouTuber.
Yeah, you weren't.
I wasn't a YouTuber. He said, I stuck it on YouTube, Tom. I said, what's that? And he told me what YouTube is with that video. I didn't do any videos. I didn't have a name. I didn't have any inclination to do YouTube at that time. He did that video and stuck it on YouTube so that I could go look it up and watch it anytime we wanted.
What made us
That's
finally
awesome.
decide to do it?
Now,
I know, but we been talking. Okay.
Some people like y'all. People will watch y'all. Do it.
He did that for 2 years.
Okay.
And I finally said, Rhonda, what do you think? She said, well, you're a ham. You love that kind of stuff. I think you'd really have fun. And then we said, well, we can have the kids and grandkids they can have our memories when we're gone. And then it made sense. It's like a video log of our life.
And people love it. That's for sure.
Well, thank you.
I think they like you guys.
We love doing it
too. That's what it comes down to. I think it's a lot of it's just when you like the person.
Is he in a Snuggie?
I am in a Snuggie.
Are you in a Snuggie, Maddie?
It's a Star Wars Snuggie.
I was gonna say it looks kind of like a stormtrooper.
It's cold where you are. What's the temperature?
Right now we're at 10 degrees.
Huh?
At
10 degrees. We're at 10 degrees in Cleveland right now.
Oh,
it's probably what, in the 30s here? Oh no, never mind. It's probably in the 50s. Is that what it says?
Yeah,
it was beautiful today.
It was really pretty today. Rhonda got a new four-wheeler.
I saw that on the thing.
Oh my gosh. It's gorgeous.
Did you drive? Oh, I got the key.
To give you an idea, the four-wheeler I have, I think I looked, it's a 375.
It's big.
And you got a 570. So yours is way more powerful than mine. I was like, oh my goodness.
Whew. We have Julie.
You're in for a treat on that one.
Julie and Randy had just bought four-wheelers too, our family.
With
Whiskey Creek Tactical Ranch with their money, and heard that exclamation point. But no, they bought it and they started talking to us about getting four-wheelers. And I said, well, Jared's got a four-wheeler too. Maybe we could get four-wheelers and we could all go riding at the ranch and maybe even shoot Dang Ranch one day. And so we went ahead and tried to get them because you never know in today's market what's going to happen. And we both got one. So it's four-wheeling time, babies. You'll see more of those videos coming out.
Heck yeah.
I want to see Jared race Rhonda at SHOOTDANG.
Oh, yeah.
That wouldn't even be a race with unless you're afraid to gun it on that thing.
No, she's not afraid of anything. This woman, a few years ago, she was leading the pack out in the country, and I'm not exaggerating. The water was coming across the road. She didn't know how deep it was. She takes off face first into the water and disappears
on a four-wheeler.
And then on the other side, she comes up going, but just giving it gas. And she was covered in water, drenched, but she made it all the way through. Everybody else stopped and goes, well, I don't think so, Tim.
They didn't go through.
Hi, Grandma. Hi, Lila.
Wanderer Arts and Adventures, Brian, he said, you remind me of Silent Bob tonight. So I guess he's calling me fat. Is that what you're doing, Brian?
Oh, you.
He does kind of look like him.
With the backwards hat.
Yeah. And with the beard.
Yeah.
And real stoic. Yeah.
And then we also got a $1.99 super chat from Julie A. So thank you, Julie, for that. And she sent a little heart.
That's Jesus Girl.
Jesus Girl gave us our first super chat ever on YouTube, Maddie. It was a $5 super chat. She was the very first one to ever do it.
Yeah, I'll never forget. Who was yours, Jared? Jared, who was your first super chat? Do you remember?
Oh, well, man, it's been a while.
It was us.
Probably us.
It was probably you guys or Jason, I bet.
It might have been Jason.
Yeah, mine was Poppy the Good Troll. Gave me a $20 super chat. That was my first one.
By the way, I want my $4.99 back. I was just joking about the weenies and the ketchup.
Okay.
I want my $4.99 back. Weenie refund.
When SHOOTDANG Fest happens, do you want me to bring you weenies and hot dogs?
Hey, I'll eat them. I ate some Vienna sausages earlier, so.
I mean, $4.99, you're getting some good wieners for that, man.
I had the same food their dog did for dinner.
Not to break everything.
Yeah,
tell them what you got today. Not today, but yesterday. You got some really cool. Jared, your little baby goats.
Yeah, I got a lot of baby goats. Oh my gosh, you need to come over and play with them. They are, oh my gosh.
I'm planning on.
I bet you said that to all the guys. Come over and play with my baby goats.
I would have been over.
God, what the?
I would have been over there today to play with Jared's new baby goat. Had to work all day though. So.
Hey. Can I take 1 second here, Maddie?
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Well, check this out, man.
You know that the person
I don't know if Wanderer Arts and Adventures are in the house, but they Brian and Krista are Wonder Arts and Adventures. Brian does the same thing that you've got behind you.
I think they're in here.
Right there.
Awesome. Hi, Brian and Krista.
Dude, that thing is clear coated nice.
It is resined up, baby.
It looks like glass.
It's like glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what this string on the back is?
That's rope.
Yes, from his grandparents' farm.
Oh, wow.
Now that's awesome. It's a touch of person, just a little piece of him, really, because that's his family's farm,
awesome.
his parents' farm. And he took the time, he took a picture. Now, get this, Maddie. He took a picture and he hand drew it on this piece of wood, and then he burned it in.
Yep.
Because all of our logos are a lot smaller than this. So he free-handed this.
Oh, wow.
Now that was just awesome. And he sent this to us in the mail. And I would be horrible if I didn't say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. What a beautiful gift.
That's definitely a work of art right there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, like I said, he did this one for me. And
yeah, show him.
Yeah, here, I'll pull it off the wall here. Brian's one of my good buddies over Wonder Arts and Adventures. He was one of the first lives I did that I had somebody else on to interview.
Well, he's a really nice guy.
He is. I'm not kidding you. The other night, me and him were on the phone for 4.5 hours chatting on the phone.
Yeah.
But
well, I can see that because both of you are nice people and you like to talk.
Yeah,
Awesome. Oh, yeah. That's cool.
I mean, you can't, I don't know. He's just, he's got talent. And I can't say enough about him. He also did some paintings for me, too, that I did a video on that I hung up because I really like lighthouses. And he did that for me. And he did, my daughter likes cabins. And he did a Cabins in the Woods painting for us and shipped that to us. And I wasn't even expecting that. And I get this big box. But he's an outstanding artist. And if people in here, I see we got like 100 people in here, 99 people right now. Yeah. If you don't know Wander Arts and Adventures, you got to check out the work he does because it's a different kind of art. He's not like a hoity-toity artist. He's an outdoorsman that does. Yeah, he does real, and it's awesome work. Yeah. I'm glad that you showed that, though. I was going to ask if you got it yet. I didn't know that you guys got it yet. He was telling me that he was doing
FedEx. He FedExed it to me. I mean, what a great, and it was on a fragile box and everything. It was so nice, so nice.
Well, I also know he did one for Green Mountain Farm, too.
Yeah, he's just a good guy, and we wish him all the best. He and Krista both. Krista makes jokes about how she's too country. But let me tell you, you change that, Krista, you won't even fit in anymore. Just be yourself, girl, because we really appreciate it.
Oh, they're just great people, and that's what I'm glad that I found, like when I found Jason and Jared, and this community in general. I mean, Jared, you guys have like the best subscribers ever. Like the best community. It's amazing.
It's family.
They're very loyal.
It is.
Corey and Cynthia Davis are so funny.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Corey and Cynthia, they just showed up as YouTube fans. Yeah. And they showed up to the meetup as fans.
Now they're the weatherman and weatherwoman. It's crazy.
Yes. Love y'all.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was reading comments and I was going back trying to all the comments from the first buck video I did when I was calling out the Crockers. And when Jason and I were talking about it, he's like, there's probably going to be some haters that are going to come out. Yeah. There was only one that came out. Wow. And reading it, I think she thought Buck was real. She said something to the effect of, you need to start your own channel and work really hard if you want to get there.
Yeah, when you're writing that
letter, oh my gosh. I'm like, she thinks Buck's a real person. I'm like, this is unreal. But I mean, and I don't want to make fun of her, but it was just really funny that only one person didn't get the whole thing behind the video.
He's all writing his letter out with the candles and leading up.
That was so funny.
That was epic.
Hi, Ricky Ventures.
Oh, Ricky Ventures in here. Hi, Rick. How are you doing? And hi to everybody I haven't said hello to. This has just been crazy.
A lot of people.
106?
106.
I'm always worried I'm going to leave somebody out when I'm trying to make honorable mention and thanking them because there's so many people now. We didn't know any of these people until we started doing this.
It's cool, like seeing all the old names pop in, and then you see a bunch of people say, "I'm a new subscriber. I love what you do," and it's cool.
Lori's always here. Lori Carr. Hi, Lori.
There's MT Homestead too. MT Homestead just came.
MT Homestead.
What up, Mike?
There they are. I don't know if you saw us cheers you earlier. Thank you so much for the mugs, MT, Mike and Terry. Not Montana. Mike and Terry.
Now, I got questions. Tom and Rhonda, are you guys going to be heading to SHOOTDANG FEST when it happens?
Yes.
You aren't invited.
He just uninvited us. But I'm going to tell Cowboy Otis and he'll sneak us in.
Could you imagine if we did Cowboy Otis, Buck, we got Chip from over at Sunny Slope, we got Ron Witherspoon, the Doolittles. Oh my goodness.
It would be a hoedown.
We have to go square dancing.
Buck keeps telling me he's going to hide in the back of my truck. So I think Buck's going to end up showing up, and I don't know what I can do. I can't control what he does. So
yeah, all those guys seem like they're probably from like some crazy state like Ohio or something,
where it's real cold.
Yeah, all those rednecks that are up there.
Where the pucker factor's 40 on a 1 to 10 scale.
I'll tell you this: people don't think of Ohio as a redneck state. It's a redneck state.
We couldn't tell by looking at you, Maddie.
It's a redneck state. We got a couple big cities, and that's about it.
I just can't wait to see everybody again.
I know
it's
going to be
even
awesome.
though we're almost neighbors, Journey Alone with Shannon.
We love Shannon and Roger. We really do.
Great. See everybody.
I ended up having to work for the last one, so I went and I don't know if you looked at my About Me on YouTube, Jared, but I actually put your quote in there. I said I was going to, so I went back and I put it in. But I told them at work, I'm like, hey, I really want to go to this. You know, when it happens, I don't know when it's happening, but when it happens, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna need a Friday off, and they're like, okay. And I was like, really? That's all I had to do.
Yeah, right.
But last time I ended up having to work because I had to work that Friday and Saturday, and I couldn't get out. Oh, I was so bummed. I was so pumped to go, but I don't know. It'll be awesome. This is gonna be a good time.
The other brother I heard is going to be handing out bricks at the next meetup too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's funny. People were buying the bricks like crazy. Everybody came home with a brick.
Man, I see everybody. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. You know, when you're in here too.
Mark and Debbie put a lot of work into their videos. If you think about it, because you know it's so touchy, the subjects they talk about. YouTube's just sitting there waiting. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. You can just hear that. And Mark and Debbie just put it out there, and they say do your own research, and there's so much truth to that because there's so much misinformation that it's scary. So do your own research, like Mark and Debbie said.
Well, that's what I thought actually about starting another. I thought about starting another channel, calling it Misinformation with Matt, and I just go over all
Matty misinformation.
I just go over all the misinformation out there.
There you go. Do it with that accent you had and put candles around and say, well, we're going to talk about this.
I could totally do that. We could just sit down, have a good time, have some tea, talk about all the misinformations out there. You never know.
Hi, Ruthie from Florida.
Iguanas are falling out of the trees. They're so frozen. Oh, no.
That happens. That really does happen. That's not a joke.
Yeah, I feel bad for them iguanas. That's no good. Nobody wants that.
I felt like an iguana last week. I fell out of my tree frozen.
Did you?
I think it's supposed to snow next week here. I think it's supposed to be like I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. It's supposed to be like a 60 or 70% chance of snow.
We didn't get a snowmobile.
Well, that's a 40% chance of
full drive. So
that's a 40% chance of sunshine. I'll go with that.
Right.
So is that when Jared's heading back up to Oklahoma? Is that what
Yeah,
you're doing?
probably when it's even colder there.
Well, I was asking when Matt was coming up to get the rest of his stuff, and I was talking to my dad, and I said, well, you might want to wait till after those days because it's supposed to snow and rain, and so I probably won't go to Oklahoma probably for another week or so. Plus, with all the babies,
snowplow for those 4-wheelers.
You can probably buy one.
Journey along with Shannon's telling you not to talk about the snow, Jared. She doesn't want to hear it.
Oh, it's coming, Shannon. It's coming.
Yeah, we've gotten quite a bit of snow lately. It really, I hate it, like 100%. Like, I don't belong where I'm at. I'm actually, I live in Cleveland and I don't belong here. I don't fit in real well. Believe it or not, but
you fit in anywhere you go, Matty, because you got that personality, man. All you got to do is sit down and talk to people 5 minutes, and you got them hooked.
Well, I appreciate that. That's really nice to hear. Some people don't like me so much, though, but that's their loss. It is what it is. I don't care either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Just checking the chat here. So, what? All right, I got to know and we've heard Jared's point of view. Like, we know how Jared feels about Uncle Jerry. What is it like living next to Uncle Jerry, guys?
It's something else.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Jerry doesn't really bother anybody. He minds his own business for the most part, and he takes care of his cattle. But he bothers Jared, and he'll sometimes harass me. But all in all, if it wasn't for the profanity, because Rhonda just feels uncomfortable when he cusses so much, if it wasn't for that, he'd be a great guy.
He doesn't cuss so much. He just does nothing but cuss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. See, that's what I mean.
He has no in-between words.
That channel that I had was with the Uncle Jerry channel. Since I switched it to Shootdang Ranch, it's doing a lot better now.
Yeah.
It's like I had to hide all those old videos. I said I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings with that. So
yeah.
Well, that's what. And I don't know, Jared, I'm pretty sure that you see that, like, anytime you guys post a video, like, I watch it immediately and comment almost immediately. Yeah. And I always had to wait to watch those at, like, 11 o'clock at night after my kids went to bed.
It takes a lot of different people to make life exciting. If everybody was the same and everybody fit into the mold that you think they ought to fit in, then that would be a pretty boring world. I like things to be different. I like people to, I don't have a single tattoo on my body, not one single piercing. But I don't mind if people have tattoos and piercings.
That's changing tonight.
No, it's not either. And I've got a Harley. I've ridden motorcycles. I've been to Sturgis. I went to Harley's 100th birthday party. You don't have, believe it or not, you don't have to have a tattoo to ride a Harley. But it's just part of the culture in general, people think. But I love difference. I love diversity. I like to see people of different nationalities, different colors, different ways of life get together and enjoy things together. Who wants to be the same and look in the mirror all the time?
Well, now I got a serious question for you, Tom. What is it going to take for you to get a tattoo?
It would take
me driving
$5,000, and it would have to be a small tattoo.
All right, people, you heard that. You want to see Tom get a tattoo? Let's go.
Yeah, you know the power.
5,000 cash. Not any of this YouTube take 30%. It's going to have to be PayPal.
Yeah, we can make this happen real quick, Tom.
5,000? I don't think so.
I'll call up Jason.
5,000? I don't think so.
We'll get you a Shootdang tattoo. Yeah.
It's going to be a Shootdang tramp stamp.
What I'd really like to do is hit 5,000 subscribers before
Where you guys at?
Meetup.
Where y'all at?
4667.
For 5,000, you would get a tattoo for 300 subscribers?
I'd tattoo your name on my butt for $5,000.
No, he's talking about $5,000. You're talking about 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but that's what you said. For
no, $5,000. It's a sensitive buttock.
So what Rhonda said, as soon as they hit 5,000 subscribers, Tom's getting a tattoo on his butt.
I don't recall.
I'm gonna get an EM.
Oh no! Did it freeze? Oh, you're back. It froze there for a minute. I can't. Can anybody hear? Or is it just me? Can you hear me, Tom? Because I can't hear you. Hello? Somebody in chat, let me know. Is it you can hear me, but you can't hear Tom and Rhonda? Okay. It looks like Jared might be trying to fix it, maybe.
Can you hear us now?
Now you're back. Now we can hear you.
Just when we're getting good.
You know what? That's YouTube knows.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that when Buck was on last night.
I can't hear it.
What's it say at the top?
There's nothing at the top. I don't know. Can't hear you.
It says,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but not Tom. Well,
I can hear you guys now. Can you guys hear me?
Can I just get one?
I guess I could get up and go around.
We only have 10 minutes.
I don't know.
It might take longer
They said they
tonight.
can't hear us. Dude, his finger looks long in there.
Move your lips, Tom.
I think he's gonna try to exit and go back in or something.
Okay.
He'll lose all his people.
No, he won't.
No, I think he turned his camera off and back on here.
And
So I don't know.
we're still on.
It shows that we can hear, but I don't know if they can hear us or not.
I wonder if there's a mark, a speaker with a line through it.
I'll look at this chat over here and see if there's anything that.
Yeah.
Now
You're
we
in
hear
the show.
everyone, but Tom cannot hear Maddie. I can hear both. Okay, they can hear us.
Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say, I can hear you, Tom.
Tom, you better be on your best behavior. They can hear us.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hey, welcome back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Can you see me now?
I can see everything. Can everybody hear and see us
That was
now?
like a Chinese fire drill.
Hey, we figured it out though. That was good teamwork.
That was.
Can you see me now?
I can
also
see you.
saw us, 753 said we can hear you, Tom.
I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail to to Jared putting his face in right up in the camera like that.
That's okay. We can enjoy that.
All right, everybody says it's all good now.
So speaking of
is everybody in there?
speaking of Jerry, we're watching on the laptop and it's delayed. My face just popped up on the laptop.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
So speaking of Jerry, I'm going to be giving him one of my baby goats.
Are you
Are
really?
you? Mm.
As a thank you for all the help he gave you?
So I told him a while back for the headaches.
For the headaches you gave
I told him a while back if I ever had any boys that he can have them. If there was circumstance, if I have twin boys, I want to keep one and he can have one. If I have brothers and sisters together, you can't crossbreed those because they'll come out messed up or something. Yeah, so
Okay.
unfortunately I have to give up the boy. So Jerry's gonna get the little blue-eyed boy that I have. So that'll leave me only with 8 goats now instead of 9.
What about Shannon? Like Journey Line with Shannon? Didn't she want to go?
If I gave her a goat, I'm pretty sure Roger would come beat me up. I got enough goats to give everybody in the live chat a goat. Everybody gets a goat.
You're the Oprah Winfrey of goats.
You get a goat.
You get a goat. You get a goat.
Somebody's got to do it. We all need goats. I'll tell you what, Jared, my dog, my female dog, absolutely loves the goats. Those are her favorites. She sits there and she like whines and gets all sad and stuff. And so I think I'm going to end up having to get goats eventually.
Right? I
just don't think the city of Cleveland would appreciate it. So I'm going to be looking for some property.
Oh, that's too funny.
Wander Arts and Adventure says he wants a goat on the beach.
Hey, he lives in a beautiful beach, Pensacola, Florida. That place is awesome.
That was like an hour from where my mom grew up in Atmore, Alabama. She was she was about an hour north of there.
Man,
It's beautiful. Like
he wants to go to the country. We want to go to the beach. It's funny.
you get the white sand out there and the nice like bluish water. It's perfect.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Mm.
That's what Jesus Girl says. I want a goat.
Yes.
Treasure Hunter uses one of our coffee cups too. And MT Homestead, thank you very much. I don't know if you heard us say thank you earlier, but we did a big shout out to you for our mugs. We've really enjoyed them.
Yeah, when I get some more money rolling in here, I'm gonna have to get me some Tom and Rhonda Howard merch. I don't have any yet. I got shoot.
Hey, I'll send you a cup in the mail.
I win all of Ridge Light.
Text me your address, and I will definitely send you a cup and get it in the mail for you.
Just give us your address right now in the live chat. Just put it in the comments so everybody can see it, and then we'll send you a cup.
And your driver's license and social security number.
And bank account information.
If they want to take on all my debt, they're more than welcome to. I don't care.
Amen. They found my social security number on the black market, and people had a little line through it.
Yeah. Right. No, that's something. And I totally appreciate what you're doing, Jared, like trying to get like out of debt. And I think that's amazing. Like that's my goal that I want to work towards. I got a lot more work because I got a wife and 2 kids and, made some bad financial decisions with where I bought my house and stuff, but I'll get there. But it's neat to see how you guys are doing stuff. Like it gives hope.
Yeah. Running from the, somebody said, some person commented, Sam, running from the cops or something.
The IRS.
The IRS.
The IRS.
Like, just because I'm in debt doesn't mean I'm in a lot of debt. Like I could pay my debt off. It's just moving up there is going to instantly do it.
That's what people would say if you moved to Alaska. It's like no one moves to Alaska
unless you're running.
Yeah, unless you're running.
There's a lot of.
Why they can't find you in Alaska?
In the Arctic Circle, believe it or not, there's a lot of sexual predators in the Arctic Circle.
There isn't too.
Well, yeah, but I was surprised to see how many would go up to the weather that cold just to hide out.
That's what you're saying. Like they're everywhere. Oh my gosh.
They just hadn't gotten my social security number yet. That's all.
Julie starting over says Tom and Rhonda 5,000 shoot dang challenge.
You should do it. Do the 5,000 shoot dang challenge. You want to hit 5,000 subs by SHOOTDANG FEST.
But not for a tattoo.
Well, he can get one if he wants.
No, 5,000 cash for the shoot dang because I'll be going shoot dang that hurt.
See,
I'll be worth every 1,000.
Now I've been writing down, like I have my notebook and I write everything down. And my crazy goal is I want to hit 10,000 by next December.
That's not
and
bad.
I know that's crazy, but I'm like, I'm just going to keep working at it until I do it. Worst case scenario, I don't hit that number and I just got to keep going, But that's something that like I've been setting personal. And so far, everything with YouTube, I've hit all my goals so far.
You said by next December?
This coming up December. I'm giving myself 11 months to hit 10 grand.
By December, the end of this year, Tom and Rhonda, where do y'all want to be at?
Lila said, hey, Tom, start thinking about that tattoo you're getting and then watch your PayPal.
Oh,
No,
Rhonda's like,
It's okay, bring it on. $5,000, shoot. Tattoo my buttocks.
So by December, where do y'all want to be on subs?
Is it going to be on your buttocks?
10K?
Yeah, I'm not going to get anywhere else.
Well, you need to be very specific.
Yeah, I'm gonna
get
M&M so that it'll say mom.
Otherwise, we'll be at the shoot dang. You'll be getting $5,000.
Or wow, if I'm standing on my head.
It will be Lila there.
Yeah, do a headstand.
A tattoo on your buttock.
No, I'm not gonna do like he did with. Nobody wants to look at my buttocks. I'm in my 60s. I have a buttocks. When you're in your 60s, you don't have a buttocks. You have a buttocks.
Oh my gosh.
Now, Tom, how many subscribers do you want to have by the end of the year? What are you shooting for?
5,000.
By the end of the year?
You're gonna hit 10K.
If I hit 5,000, I'll be happy, and then it'll just keep going from there, I hope. I'm just overwhelmed that people want to watch us consistently. I mean, that's just so humbling. So that's why we try to put out decent videos.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not professionals. We don't know what we're doing. We're just doing the best we can.
Oh, that's what I have no idea what I'm doing. Absolutely none whatsoever.
My videos never have audio. I always get people say, I can't hear your videos. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not a videographer. I just film on my phone sometimes and put it on the internet.
I can hardly do a video without someone saying, we can hear you, Rhonda.
You know what? I can always hear you guys though. I never, because I see those comments and stuff and I never have an issue hearing you guys.
That's what I'm always saying. Like I hear everything. Like I know what some of the people are talking about. Whenever I filmed a video yesterday with my phone, and for some reason the audio only played out of the left side of my headset or on my laptop. But I need to go in my program and be able to make it go on both sides. It's weird. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's why I edit everything exclusively on my iPhone. I do everything on my iPhone. I use a program called Splice, and I do everything from there. And it's all right. I mean, it makes it. My goal is to get better, to do better quality videos. But that's what I've had to work with so far. So
yeah, I mean,
it's got me through.
I wouldn't settle for iPhone. I'd rather have an Android like me. I'm not a little iPhone person like you three.
Oh, well, that's okay.
I went with what was free when I was.
You can't beat that.
There you go. That's the Jared way too, buddy.
Yeah. No, I'm all about free stuff. That's what I went online the other week and I was looking around for free stuff in my area on Facebook, and somebody was giving away a bunch of food. I ended up getting 200 pounds of food from somebody from their house that they were just giving away. I got meats and all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's like chicken thighs and stuff like that. So I've been watching a lot of Matt's videos.
I was say, sounds like Matt's in heaven.
Yeah. I was sitting there and I was like, man, I got to learn how to cook chicken thighs better. But, we all got to learn. But there was Angus beef in it and stuff, all sorts of stuff. But I'm all about the free, Jared. That's the best way to get this stuff. If I don't have
anytime I want to get rid of something on my property, I just throw it over the fence in Tom and Rhonda's backyard. They never even notice.
No, we don't, because the dogs will eat it first.
Now, how many dogs do you guys have?
Do those roosters not bother you?
I never even hear them.
You never hear our 4 roosters chiming from 2 in the morning to...
I call them the 4-corner roosters. They get in all 4 corners of the property, and they start cockle-doodle-doing, and they take turns all night long, back and forth. but Maddie asked a question.
How many dogs do they have?
Yeah.
2.
No,
2?
3.
No, 3.
Oh.
Because, it's a good thing Jared's here. He's got that camera in our house, and he watches, and he counts all our dogs.
I was just thinking outside.
I know more about you guys than y'all know about yourself.
Well, we do it, but we forgot.
I'm so sorry,
in our
Joji.
60s.
Joji is not a dog.
My goats are about her size.
Joji's not a dog. She's a little human.
She is. We've got Emerald, Diamond, and Joji's our little Yorkshire. Yeah.
Yep. 2 English creams, and if you count them, the whole neighborhood's kin to us in the dog business.
I know. I've seen. And then Jared, how many do you have right now?
4.
4.
That's what Daisy Tucker, Little Bastard, and Bandit from Jason.
How many cats?
Right. I always forget that you brought Bandit back.
Yeah, I got Shadow, my little barn cat, which I still have not seen a mouse or a snake in that barn in the last 3 years.
That's awesome.
How many goats? I'm up to 9 right now.
9 goats. And you had how many 2 days ago?
3 when I got back from Oklahoma.
No, but I mean, before they had babies, how many did you have?
3.
And now you said that.
Yeah, I went from 3 to
6 more.
3
all of a sudden, boom.
Almost 10, but the 4th baby didn't make it, which I was upset about it because you were there the last time they had babies and you had to help deliver one of them.
That's
came
hard.
out. It was exactly the same thing.
It's hard because they come out stillborn, and it's hard to get them out when they're stuck like that.
He was tiny, and he had bright blue eyes and was tricolor, beautiful little thing. But
breech birth, butt first.
Yep.
Yeah. It's hard.
I
got to work them out, and you can't hurt the mom getting them out. You've got to be very careful. You can't tug and pull. You have to apply gentle traction and be very careful because anything you do bad is going to kill the mom.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful. It's the same way with humans. I've had bad deliveries with humans that some went good, some went horrible, and you just never forget about it.
Oh, I'm sure. I can't even imagine.
Do you have any animals, Maddie?
I do. I have 3 cats that live in my basement because they don't, and I have 2 dogs. I've got 2 pit bulls, and they were both rescues. Well, actually, all the animals were rescues, and then my son has a lizard. He's got a leopard gecko or something.
Yeah, those pit bulls are nice looking dogs, pretty little dogs.
I noticed you were real patient with your cat. The cat would jump up in the middle of your video and get right there in front of you, and you'd just say, yeah, he likes the spotlight, or I'm going to try to keep him out of the way.
That cat had such a rough life before I got him. Like, somebody moved out of an apartment and just left him in the apartment, and his tail's all like mangled. It's bent. It looks like somebody just kept slamming his tail in a door. And one of my buddies asked me, he's like, Matt, you got cats, you want another one? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I didn't realize that it was going to be like a 20-something pound cat. I mean, he's huge. He's a monster.
It's a mountain lion.
Yeah, pretty much. And but he can have an attitude. So I just have more patience for him. It's just like my dogs, like, both of them were, well, my youngest, the female, wasn't a rescue. She was adopted. Like, it didn't come from like a breeder though. She was like in the pound as a puppy, and we got her. But my boy, somebody tied him outside and the chain went through his neck.
That's illegal to do now in Texas. You can't chain a dog anymore. They'll arrest you.
Well, and I'm guessing that he was a hunting dog, because anytime I go and put my camo clothes on, he goes over and grabs and sits by the door for me anytime he sees me in camo. And I've tested some stuff out with him. He just wasn't a good hunting dog, is what it was. And that's why somebody just chained him up outside.
Oh.
Because I've tossed, fake ducks for him and stuff, and he'll go run and grab it, but he won't bring it back to me. But he does everything right. He sits down next to me. He sits there and waits, looks at me. But he's a good dog. He just gets to sleep on the couch all the time now.
Yeah.
I just tell him, you don't have to work anymore. That's not your job. Sleep on the couch.
Yeah. Just be a dog.
Yeah, that's what they need, And
I hate those commercials about abused animals where they show them in the cold and hurting. But
it kills me.
What kind of dogs do you think are in the Iditarod? The 1,200-mile dog race that go all the way through the Brooks Mountain Range and end up from Fairbanks or Anchorage to Nome. What kind of dogs do you think those are?
Aren't they Huskies?
They are yard dogs, brother. We lived in the Arctic Circle where they did a lot of training, and I was amazed. They have 20 below, 40 below temperatures all the time in the circle. And they've got, you go by Musher's home, and some of the Mushers have like 25 dog houses with dogs on chains that can't reach the other dog next to them. And they have hay down, and they have food and water. They're not abused, but they're outside stuck to that doghouse in the freezing cold. And at first, that really irritated me when I saw it. It bothered me bad, because they're just old yard dog looking dogs. They're not any big Alaskan Malamutes or anything like that. No, they're yard dogs, and like we would see in any neighborhood. But then one of the Eskimos in Inupiaq told me, Tom, if we don't do that to the dogs now, when we can take care of them and feed them and doctor them, they'll die on the Iditarod. They have to be accustomed to the weather and the temperature. And then it made perfect sense. So sometimes the pain we put people through and animals through is actually so they'll make it in life.
Wow.
Linda Peterson says you have to have a leash or chain on the dogs or cats in Wisconsin and Illinois.
SHOOTDANG.
Wow. Here, you cannot chain the dog up. In Texas, it's illegal to chain the dog outside. You will go to jail.
Yeah, I won't do it.
That's a new law.
I don't use runners or anything. My dogs just go run in the yard.
I like animals more than I do people.
Yeah, so do I.
I mean, I'm one of those that will go and cut a chain if I see it like that.
I hate it.
And Lila says, I lost my teacup Yorkie 2 weeks ago, and I'm crying right now. I miss Miley so bad. I'm sorry we made you cry, Lila.
Oh, Lila, we're sorry. We know we lost, I'll never forget it. We lost Lily, who was the Yorkie right before this one. Jared met Lily. And Rhonda called me on the phone crying, and I could hear the Yorkie screaming in the background, and she was just dying. And Rhonda took her to the vet, tried to get her there. But you have to understand, that was our gift to each other when we got married. We had her 17 years before we lost her, and we lost her screaming and crying, and Rhonda was screaming and crying. I'm at work. I can't get off to go to her, so I'm crying. Everybody's crying. So Lila, believe me, we are with you in that pain. There's nothing worse.
So y'all been married 17 years, and y'all old.
I was just going to talk about how I know you love animals, and you've been with animals that passed away.
Jared's got a big heart. He pays tough, but man, this guy, he loves his animals, and he loves the people in his life. He's got a good heart.
Animals it's tough to have so many because you're going to lose them, and you never know when you're going to lose them. And people on the internet don't understand that animals pass away from different things, and that's going to happen. So. And
they get kind of hateful sometimes with their comments, but you think, well, they just aren't here. They don't know how much I'm hurting inside because they're just watching the video.
I've had people say, you're just killing all your animals to do it on video or to have videos. I'm like, really? You think that? I don't think so.
No.
You know, those are the people that just, those are the people that you don't want, though. You know what I mean? None of us want those people.
Amen.
It's
move along.
That's what I always, man. I always get fired up. I get angry when I see comments on the Crockers and Jared's when they're just stupid comments. I get fired up.
And that's why your video was so good.
I had to stop reading Jason's comment. He did it when he was digging the pond out today. Just people like bashing him on how he's using the tractor and all that. I'm like, we've said
how
a million
times. How many times did he say?
We said we're learning. Like,
yeah. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out.
It's the internet, though. Like everybody, I know there's experts on everything, and we're not experts on anything. So.
Well, I even said
at least you can stay home and be an armchair quarterback.
Somebody was giving Jared crap about him sticking up for Jason one time, and I lost it on him. And I was like, because I had a stepbrother that I was real close with, and he passed away back in 2012. And I told the person, I was like, you know what? I'm like, there's some of us that wish that our brother was still around. You know, and we don't have that. So that's okay that they do that for each other because I'd do the same thing if my brother was still around. I still have a younger brother, but that was my older brother that passed away. And I don't understand how people can even think like that. Why wouldn't Jared stick up for Jason? That's what family does.
They just sit there at home just doing this, not thinking.
Yeah.
Or they are thinking and just don't care. And
no, they don't.
Whatever.
No, that's the thing.
Say that, whatever. Say whatever you want.
I'm sure people don't care. And that's what it comes down to. And that's sad. I don't like that stuff, especially when people are talking about the animals and stuff. You know, it's just all the stuff that I hear that's been said to anybody. I always see these comments and I'm like, these people are the dumbest people. Like there's no common sense anymore. And that's what it comes down to. But I mean, it's amazing. But I've seen how you and Jason have come with not responding to those people too.
I try not to, but I still, on some comments I do, but on mine, like I just let them either block them or just let them keep talking trash. They'll still watch, but they're going to talk trash.
You got to have a thick skin to do YouTube because there's a lot of mean people out there that want to hurt you and want to say mean things, and they don't really care. They could care less. They're going to go on with their day, but they don't realize when they put that stuff out there and you're not used to getting those kind of comments, that sticks with you and you reevaluate and you think for a while. And then after a while you go, I don't care. I just like when they start making their own channels to do videos just about you specifically, or make videos about you, and I'm like, all right.
Well, that's what it's funny because like sometimes, and I know like Jason doesn't always see, but like because every once in a while, like I'll message Jason or something, and I'm like, I know that he's probably just getting buried in messages, so he's not going to see what I say. So like, but I saw that one video I think before he did about when they were talking about it, and I was sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, I can't believe people waste their day to make a video and they'll have like 12,000 views on it, but that's the only video that they'll have,
and won't show their own face, but they're sitting there talking the whole time. I'm like,
what gripes my butt is when people, well, it's wow. It's either mom or wow.
What grabs my tattooed butt is.
What grabs my Lala $5,000 tattooed butt is. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, when these girls come out in teeny tiny bikinis feeding their animals, because I got to tell you, there's a lot of hardworking men and women out there making those videos that are digging in the dirt and working their butt off, and they're not wearing bikinis when they're doing that crap. And we look at them, and they got 100,000 subscribers or 50,000 subscribers. Was it because of the bikini, or because they really know something about homesteading and what they're doing. I would venture to say it's booby time on those things.
You know
because
what?
there's no way that somebody wearing a bikini doing chores outside is really serious about doing the farming.
I like to see her go there.
Plus, I get in trouble when I sign on. I'll sign on to one of those and go, I wonder what this is about. And Rhonda goes, why did you sign on to that video with the girl in the bikini? Was it really necessary? It just chaps my butt when you watch stuff like that.
Don't be going through my search history.
Well, that was what I heard. She might have said, that's not very becoming of you as an older man.
Suddenly,
I heard that chaps my butt. Stay off those damn
No, I think what I said, I can't even come home in my nursing uniform and go out there and feed the dogs and the horses without being filthy. I cannot imagine doing it in heels and a bikini.
Suddenly, I'm interested in homesteading channels.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch the bikini. Don't do it because... Don't do it over here because I get smacked every time one of those come on. You want to push that button, don't you, and watch that video, don't you? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's horrible. And that's not
See what Wonder Arts and Adventures put?
No.
I'm going to start painting in a Speedo to see if that works.
I've been thinking about wearing a bikini as a joke and go out and feed the animals. I would look like the Goodyear Michelin baby going out there with my little rolls of fat hanging out of the bikini. But I bet I can get 100,000 views on that.
That might be your viral video.
Especially with that mom tattoo on my butt from Lila. Because it'd be showing with my thong on.
You know what we should do?
I know visuals. Everybody's going to be sick now for a day.
We should do a Men of SHOOTDANG calendar.
SHOOTDANG calendar. Yeah. Maddie, where do you want to be in a year with your subscriber number?
I don't know. Like, it just depends on how modest I want to be. I mean, if I'm Buck,
Everybody's wanting Speedos.
What happened? We lost
He said, I said Speedos and we lost it. It looks like dental floss on me.
We need to go back to Maddie's what he wants to do.
Did he freeze up on us? Can they still hear us?
I don't know.
If you can hear us say, I can hear you.
hear me?
Oh,
I think you're buffering.
it cut out a little bit.
Freezing up, they said. You're freezing up, Maddie. You might have to go out and come back in again. Don't stay gone long. Rhonda's going to beat me up if we're not on live. The only thing that's keeping me from being abused right now is you people on the radio.
I think it'd be funny, though, if we did a SHOOTDANG Men of YouTube calendar or something and have like, and have like Buck, have the Doolittles, like each of the Doolittles have their own like month, and you could have Cowboy Otis, you could have Ron Witherspoon.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
Robert Haynes said, men of SHOOTDANG calendar. I'm pretty sure my wife would want to buy them.
I'm pretty sure.
You guys there?
Yes, there you are.
Get you back.
Welcome back.
I'm pretty sure we could
What's that white thing in front of your
we could
hand?
probably
Okay.
sell out of them like quick.
I bet the SHOOTDANG
That'd be fun.
calendar.
I used to have a 70%. No, I think it was 75% women, 25% men that would watch my channel. Now, since I started doing the stuff up there, it evened out. So
We've
I'm
got
50 I'm
73%,
on mine.
74% women watching.
and it's like 50 and above is like what watches my channel for the most part.
You're back. You're back. Yeah.
So did we hear where he wanted to be? He said he was trying to be modest.
Yeah. What's the numbers you want, Manny?
It's cutting out now. Your end.
It's cutting out on our end.
Yeah.
Are we okay?
Cut it out.
I can hear it on here. Can you hear us if you turn our volume up? Can you?
Give me 1 second. Let me do this again.
All right.
I hear you now.
I hear you fine.
I don't see him anymore. There he is.
There you are.
I don't know. It keeps going in and
What did
out.
they say?
But so we're doing a Men of SHOOTDANG calendar then?
Linda said,
I'm down.
Peterson said both okay.
We're both okay now.
So Maddie's going to be at what, 5,000 by the end of the year?
Yeah. Where do you want to be, Manny?
I'm shooting for 10. That's my goal. 10,000.
Wow.
End of
Good
the
for
year.
you.
I shot for 50,000 last year. I still haven't got to it.
Hey, you're getting
You're
close.
so close.
I'm shooting for
though.
100,000 this year though. By December, 100,000.
That's possible with where you're at and what you're doing.
Well,
Yeah.
I think with the house being built up there, I think that hopefully that'll help get more people.
Well,
coming
it's a
in.
lot of cool content. I mean, people want to know how to do that to see if it's realistic.
And you might as well shoot for the stars. Why not?
Yeah.
Say, hit that, what is it, silver play button?
Oh, yeah.
I want that hanging in my living room, or I can burn it on a video.
You'll get it sooner. You'll get it sooner than you think, though, Jared.
Yeah,
it just,
look what
honestly,
Jason did.
it just takes one video to make your channel like pop like that.
And that's for every channel out there.
It could be. It could be any video you do can go viral, and next thing you know, you have more subscribers than most people you know.
Look how hard Tim at Ridge Life works.
Who's that? Never heard of her.
Never heard of her. He works hard. He does consistent videos. He's put out a ton of videos, and he's still shooting to get 10,000. I mean, if anybody deserves it, he deserves 10,000.
My parents hit 10,000, like 10,200, I think. That's crazy.
Well, everybody wants to find out what the Crocker's parents are up to.
And then Matt's almost at 12,000 now. It's
Is
nuts.
he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think people watch him. He's young and he's attractive, but it's because he doesn't care. And
stop describing me and let's get back to Matt.
He doesn't really care. He wants to do a good video when he puts a video out because he likes to do good at what he does. But if you don't like it, he doesn't care. If you don't watch, he doesn't care because he's doing it for him. I think that's kind of cool. I think it attracts a lot of people.
Jesus Girl says, Julie says, I want to start a channel, but I'm too shy. Wish I was like you guys.
Journey along with Shannon did the same thing.
Yeah. All you got to do, Julie, is get on our channels with us, go live, and ask Shannon how she turned around. It was just by doing it.
I felt awkward as hell trying to like look at a camera and talk to the camera, and then now you have thousands of people that watch. I'm still looking at the camera, and it's weird to me that it doesn't sink in that there's that many people that watch. Like even right now, I'm looking at a screen. It doesn't seem like 93 people are watching. It just seems like we're just talking to this hairy guy over that lives in Cleveland.
This is Duck Dynasty. We're watching an episode of Duck Dynasty with your host Maddie.
You know, who knows? I could be related. We don't really know.
That's true.
I did some pictures. I should show sometime where I was like next to Willie from Duck Dynasty when I was a little bit heavier, and you couldn't tell the difference between us. When I got a bandana on, we look real similar. Lila Newton says, Jared, did you see that your brother Matt got second in the Great Beard Contest?
Who got first?
I don't remember.
Yes, I saw that. Who got first?
I don't know. I haven't really got on YouTube much today other than trying to upload stuff.
Who got second?
All they did was put everybody's name that was nominated on a wheel, I heard, and then spun it.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh. I didn't see it yet.
That was for the Amazon card.
Yeah.
I just heard that was probably be like a popularity contest on whoever they like the most.
Yeah.
That's what it pretty much was. But like Anthony from Simple Life Reclaimed, like he came in third.
Yeah, but he's all nasty and scraggly like you. He doesn't y'all don't keep it nice and trim like me and like the other Crocker boys.
I used to keep it like that.
I'm just jealous I can't grow something like that. I've tried, I just can't.
I started growing it and it got down to about right here. Rhonda grabbed it like that and she said, I could cut this off in about 2 seconds. In your sleep. If you wake up and your hair is shorter, you'll know why. I said, never mind, honey, I'll take care of it.
Tell them the real reason, though, you cut it.
Because I was tired of attracting all the babes.
Yeah.
This is funny. John Wigg says, Maddie.
Boo!
Women like beards.
Stay on here, Maddie, because if we sign off, she's going to kill me.
You tell them the real reason it had to do with the mask you have to wear at work. Why do you keep it right there?
So that it will seal when I go into the rota rooms and I won't breathe in the germs and to attract the babe.
Apparently, Buck has mistaken me for Bigfoot out in the woods.
Shoot dang.
I'll tell you what.
Treasure
starting
Hunter.
over asking a
we would
question.
watch more, but I work too much. Boy, I know that feeling.
We'd make more videos if we weren't working.
Oh yeah, if
so
we were
much.
retired completely, we would be all over it.
Yeah.
The guy
Julie,
from Celtic
Julie
Farm,
starting
he
over
has a
was
nice
asking,
beard.
what's the best content to start when putting out videos?
Depends on what you like to do.
Yeah.
Do a video that you like to do and not what somebody else likes to do. Whatever you want to do, you post it. And
Because we'll all know if you don't like doing it. It will make the video stink.
I posted videos in the past where I just was like, I just need to put out a video to get some views, and it didn't do anything. Now I post videos. Like I have a video I filmed today, and I absolutely loved it. I think all the old ladies that watch, yes, I said that, will like the video.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the Speedo?
I'm not.
But mine would be dental floss.
Ooh.
Somebody said for you to wear a Speedo, but wear the SHOOTDANG hat while you're doing the video.
I can do that. Of course, when I put on a Speedo, my voice goes, "Hey, what are you doing? I'm having a great time out here. Feed animals."
I started off hunting and fishing, like doing that, and then I started doing a little comedy because it's cold right now. But I think I'm just going to throw the comedy in with the hunting and fishing now. I'm just going to keep it the same
I like
way.
comedy stuff. I think it's funny, and my thing is I don't like fakeness on YouTube, and I can tell it's pretty easy to tell when people are super fake. But I like somebody that's real, like this guy right here, this hairy guy. He's pretty funny. He has his moments.
You gotta be real. Like that's the thing. Like I couldn't get on and just be fake about stuff. Like that's not interesting to me. I can tell. Like there's channels that I used to watch like regularly, and then I stopped watching altogether because I'm promoting. You know what I mean? I'm helping them out by watching. But I'd watch it and I'd be like, this is so ridiculous.
The Crockers. Lila, you are ancient. You're not old, you're ancient.
Oh my gosh, he's fixing to kill you.
Well,
I'm just reading that.
Fiction does cooking videos, and she's got 10,000. I thought I saw up here.
Because you can do any kind of video. You see, like a Cowboy Kent from Oklahoma. He has. Last time I checked, I don't even remember how many he had. He had like 600 or 700,000 subscribers, and he just cooks. So you can do anything, and as long as you have the personality and you actually show that you're interested in your videos, people will watch it.
Bake a leg and let's dig it. She grows vegetables and in her yard, and they are huge vegetables. I mean, she gets some crops that are unbelievable, and she does it out in her backyard. I mean, that's why I started watching her, because she had these zucchini this big, and she had watermelons like this, and she'd cut them open and show what they were. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, see, Jared, some of the old ladies could outdo you. That's what Linda Peterson said.
That's a true statement, too.
We're fixing to just watch. Well, Jesus girl, I got a challenge for you. Are you there? Get a channel name, find out what you want to do, and Rhonda and I'll go live with you to get you started. And then, no telling, I bet you Shannon would, because Shannon's real big in helping people, and I know she likes you and she watches, that you watch her videos. So just get it started, find out what you want to do, and we will set up a live, and we'll get it done.
Name the babies whenever
we'll go StreamYard. We'll show you how to do it. It's real easy, and we'll break it in slow.
You better come up with a lot.
I talk enough. You won't even have to talk that much to start with if you need to start slow.
Yeah, I told Danielle she's got to come up with a list of names for these babies now. She said she was going to name the babies, and she said, I want to name one Danielle number 1, Danielle number 2, Danielle number 3. I said, I don't think so.
That's awesome.
I can't wait to hear what the goats' names are. That's what I'm really excited for right now.
I mean, they're smaller than this dog. Like, some of them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Jaws said that she'd help out Julie.
See, I knew Shannon would. Shannon's just that kind of people.
Everybody would.
And then going to
I even would.
SHOOTDANG Fest too would help out too for anybody that's smaller channels.
If you've got a chance to go to SHOOTDANG Fest, everybody takes everybody else's channel name, and they start subscribing to each other. And we've learned over the time you have to do some things. You can't just subscribe. You have to go in, watch videos, comment, and hit like. And then you're not considered a robot as easily by the YouTube algorithm.
Well, I had something pop up on my studio account on YouTube that said there was something at the top, like a disclaimer saying that YouTube's going to go in and search like different channels, I guess, to see if there's any fake accounts on there. If they are, they're going to delete those subscribers from your channel. So they say your subscriber count could go up and down here here soon.
Yeah, and
They're
I think
doing
every
that
time you put
already.
on a video, they check you out. So
Yeah, because ours always drop when we put out a video. Except for the last 3 videos, our subscriber count's gone up. But before, we would go down 20, 50, 100 subscribers almost overnight.
That
you
happens
keep
to
that
me
one,
every time I go
Frontier
live.
Survival.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, Frontier Survival.
Mama Murphy says, Backwoods Mindset helped me, and now I am excited about doing videos again. Thanks, Mama Murphy. I appreciate that.
It feels good to help people, doesn't it, Maddie?
Oh, I love it. I mean, that's what, like, when I started doing my lives, and I do a lot of lives, you know, I go live 3-4 times a week, and with putting out the videos, but it's like, it's so that people can meet other people and make friends, you know? It's a good community, and people need to be checking each other out and seeing what other people are doing. It's like, even though we're all different, we all fit in some way. You know?
And I'll tell you this. I'll give you some advice since you haven't been to the other meetups yet. When you get there, socialize with everybody. Tell them your channel name. Just say, hey, this is my channel name. I do this. Subscribe to me. And they'll do it. Like I think there was like 600 people last time. And the very first meetup we had, everybody was kind of reserved and everything. The second one, everybody was just putting their name out there. And it seemed like everybody grew from it. So...
I have absolutely, I'm not a shy person.
I was gonna say, I don't think you would have any issues doing that.
No, I'm a salesman. That's what I do. I sell stuff, and that's what I've always done. So I can talk to anybody.
All right. Sell something to Tom right now.
Sell something, Tom. What would Tom want to buy? So Tom,
I would need some gas for a 4-wheeler.
You need gas for a 4-wheeler?
Yeah, burritos don't work. I tried burritos.
Burrito.
What would you sell on that?
If you were to sell Tom something, just
What would it be?
what do you think you can get him to buy from you?
What could I get?
Channel.
I'd buy a bucket of crap from Maddie because he's just that nice a guy. I'll buy your crap, Maddie.
I don't know. I could sell you a car, Tom.
I believe that.
What kind of car do you want?
He kind of does look like a used car salesman, doesn't he?
I was gonna say a new car salesman.
So I did used car sales for a while.
See? I used to be an advertising director for used cars and new cars.
Yeah.
And I know all about it.
It was the shadiest company I ever worked for. And I worked there for like 2 weeks, and I got my first paycheck, and I sold a bunch of cars. Got my first paycheck, and it wasn't all there. And I questioned him about it, and he completely ignored me. So when I went to lunch, I took all my stuff and just never went back.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. It's better to do that than to act out in some way and make a scene, because then you're not the good guy anymore. You're the bad guy. Well, and people remember you as the guy that makes the scene. So just leaving is the polite thing to do to save your own reputation.
I would never use them as a reference anyways.
No, I don't
it was one of those things. I was like, it is what it is. But yeah,
Tom, I just try to sell. See the comments. Try to sell Backwoods your bass boat.
If I got a deal for you. There's only one thing it doesn't do, and that's float.
Tell them what we gave up for that bass boat.
We gave up a big section of our yard.
Yeah, we had a trip to the ocean to Florida. Instead, we bought the boat, and we got on it for 30 minutes. That was 4 years ago.
And then I went back out there to this. I had at Tawakoni Marina, I had a little slot, and I had the boat sitting out there. And when I went out there, my boat was gone. I thought somebody stole it. Well, when you look down, you could kind of see the outline. I thought I was in Hawaii looking down at the ship that was sunk, and that wasn't it.
God.
It was my show. It was my boat. So it does everything except float.
You know what? Mine, I haven't had mine in the water in 2 years, so it's going to be out there this spring though. So we'll see if it floats. If not, you might see Backwoods floating in the water.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start selling it for parts, I think.
Lila wants to know, Jared, if you will ask Danielle to name a goat after her.
No. How about that?
It floats on land, Robert Haynes said.
We'll see, Lila. You got to talk her into that one, Lila. I said she can name all the goats, whatever she wants. This is that's her rodeo right there. She can. I've named enough animals in my lifetime.
We've got some new baby chicks I'll name after you. I'll say that little chick's Lila.
There you go. You got to keep Lila Newton happy. That's what you got to do.
For sure.
Lila knows everybody.
Let's see here. Robert Haynes says, I have a pontoon with a slow 15-horse hook to it. Yeah, I don't have a bass boat. I got a boat from 1967, and it's got an 18-horsepower motor on the back of it. And
I've had 200 horsepower motor.
Jeez.
The motor, all I got to do is take the motor in and get it souped up, and then get the gaskets fixed so that the boat doesn't sink, and fix that thing that causes the motor to pee. I forgot that little rubber thing that causes the water to squirt out of the back of it. But
I don't even have a boat.
You can have mine. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. You can take it and have it fixed.
Sink in the bottom of a SHOOTDANG lake.
Well, then scuba divers will appreciate you because they can go down and have something to look at.
Everybody needs a boat.
Now, Jared, are the Doolittles going to be at SHOOTDANG Fest?
That I'm not sure. I'm still trying to get my parents and Matt to go. It's a long drive for them, so
yeah,
it may just be Daryl with a 1 R and what's Jason? Dale.
Dale.
There's so many different names. I can't think of everybody.
I don't even know my own name, so don't ask me.
I forget my middle name sometimes.
It happens.
So you really want to be at 10,000 by the end of the year?
That's my goal.
That's awesome. I would love to be at 5,000 by Shoot Fest.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
I'm just going to keep working. I mean, that's, I got motivation and like, I always get what I want. Like, that's what I go for. If I want something, I'm going to keep working for it until I get it. That's the only way to get what you want. I mean, if you don't, you're not going to get anything. You could sit there and look stupid, but I mean, I can look stupid while I'm trying to get it,
It's like playing the lottery. You can't win if you don't play, and you can't ever go viral or anything if you don't ever post anything. And everybody's looking to go viral, but I mean, any video could go. So,
Bullets and Barbecue said, I'd like to be at 50. Hey, we all started there.
Bullets and Barbecue sounds like a good night.
Bullets and Barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, it's, it's not unrealistic to think about. I've hit all my numbers and done everything that I wanted to do so far. So,
and tell the smaller channels, Maddie, one of the most important things you can do, because you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have how many watch minutes?
4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, 4,000
watch hours. That's a lot of minutes.
In a year's time, though, if you don't get it in a year, I think it
starts over.
Which sucks for channels that are close to it. But
so how do you get it? You keep working on the subscribers, but in the meantime, you keep doing live broadcast, and you stay on for a while, and you get as many people watching as you can, because every time somebody else adds to those minutes, if they watch for 60 minutes and it's one person, that's 60 minutes of watch time.
And it's consistency too. It's like watching a TV show. You don't want to watch a TV show once every 6 months. You want to watch a TV show every week or as much as you can. Otherwise, you'll start to lose interest on it.
That's how we just work so much. It's just so hard to come home and do lives and channels. And
we don't want to do it when
I
we're
respect
tired.
People that have so many viewers because it is hard work.
If we do it when we're tired, though, we won't look like we're enjoying it. And if we look like we're not enjoying it, people won't enjoy it because they're going, man, they don't even like what they're doing. We like doing it. So we want to stay in the right frame of mind and in the right mode when we do a video.
It's not easy work, though. You're getting everything set up, and then you're doing your videos,
You're the
and then you need
producer and
to
everything
edit
else.
them. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do.
It's not. I mean, even from, and that's the one thing. It's like I always give everybody credit that, like, especially doing it full time.
Yes,
Like,
for sure.
I couldn't imagine, like, the pressure on it. Like, I get anxiety, like, when I'm sitting there and I'm like, I got to come up with a video today, and I have an idea, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not going to work. Or I go and look, and it's like, I can't go out and do that, and I start getting anxiety. I couldn't imagine doing it and, like, having to get one out, where I'm depending on it. And
I know.
it's scary, but it's like I feel like I'm getting better at it. I feel like I'm learning and I'm relaxing a little bit, and because I've gone back and watched like my older videos, and it's like I was so uptight in some of them, and it's like I just don't care anymore, and I'm just having fun and doing what I want to do, and everything's getting easier now.
And Jared, it's become part of your life, right? I mean, it is kind of your. I mean, it's just kind of like you get up, you brush your teeth, you get up, you start
put your leg on.
I mean, it's yeah. No.
I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind? Oh, Robert Haynes sent you some money.
And John Wigg subscribed to us both.
Oh, John, thank you.
Yeah.
Isn't that a movie?
That's Jake. Did you say John Wigg?
John Wiggs. It's been a while. I get my finger on it because it keeps scrolling down.
Oh, Robert.
Yeah, John Wiggs. New sub to you both. And then Robert Haynes $5 super chat.
Yep.
And there's this little channel that
Robert.
you might not have heard
appreciate
of
it.
called Jared Crocker. You ought to subscribe to it too if you haven't.
You'll be very
He's
disappointed.
hardly known at all.
I got, speaking of that, I was in Walmart earlier. I was buying some corn for the goats. It was the deer corn, and an old lady behind me. Sorry for watching. You're not that old.
She said,
well, she was like, oh, you're going to feed the deer? I said, no, I have some goats and stuff. She said, oh, my husband just watched a video where somebody's goats had triplet girls. And I was like, I was like, I just had some girls that were born. And she's like, do you have turkeys? And I said, yeah. She's like, a royal palm? I said, yes. I said, your husband's watching my channel. It was so weird.
that is awesome.
In a good way, though.
And that makes me feel good, too, because I was a part of a lot of that.
It was crazy. And she's like, I've never watched my famous. I was like, I'm not famous. And then the cashier just looked at me like, who the heck is this guy? Like, it was crazy. That's what I like about it, when you actually meet somebody randomly like that.
Yeah,
that's cool. Saying, are you a rock star?
I was like, well, tell your husband hi.
Don't y'all like Jared's shirt?
Yeah, I'm going to use it for the fire pit later.
They can't see it because you're not close enough to Rhonda.
At home with Tom and Rhonda.
See, you need to scoot over here by Rhonda so they can see you.
We could have worn our shoot dang on our recliners over there. We each have a pullover of shoot dang.
Yeah, we got all our shoot dang merchandise.
It was just too hot.
I have my shoot dang shirts in the wash right now. I wore it last night and it got all sweaty and.
Yeah, I wore mine today. It was just got too hot. But all their awesome pullovers.
I just wish I would have got a shirt too, because it's going to be hot probably during SHOOTDANG FEST.
Yeah. You could get the t-shirt with SHOOTDANG Ranch and then get the pullover in the cold weather.
Make some SHOOTDANG banana hammocks.
Yeah, I like your red. You have a red one.
Hey, I'd wear one.
I like it. I like the red one.
That would be what I'd wear on the calendar.
There you go.
Yeah.
I need to have a cold month. I need to be like...
He'll be Mr. December. He'll have like a Santa hat on and he'll dye his beard white.
I could get some tassels with like...
and you can swing them.
Yeah.
Different ways.
That's his viral hit right there.
That's it. That's actually one of my tricks.
Wearing our Tom and Rhonda shirt too.
Awesome. She said she's wearing it out. You know the material on those are soft.
Yeah, I like these.
Yeah, Lila just said there's still 106 people in here right now.
Yeah, there is. There is.
And we've been on for an hour and 41 minutes.
I know.
Wow, has it been that long?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was wondering why my buttocks was sore.
That's probably because you got tattooed.
Well, it's sore. Mom,
Tom, I'm going to pay for your tattoo. SHOOTDANG Fest. I'm going to get a we're going to find a tattoo artist and get it done.
We're gonna do a entry fee, and all proceeds go to getting him a tattoo on his butt.
The only way.
Spoke too soon.
The only way I would do it is $5,000
Hey,
cash.
$5,000's not that high whenever you have a lot of people that pitch in.
Well,
no, I mean, literally, right now that's $5 per person that's in here.
No, I'm not adding that up.
Look at him. Go down.
With my luck, they'd put a typo on my butt.
A shooting.
That makes it a better story. Tom, you guys, I'll show you. I tattooed myself when I was like 19.
Ouch, that hurt.
On my stomach.
On your stomach?
Yeah. And I don't know. Here, I'll show you. You guys want to see it? Does everybody want to see Backwoods?
Not without music and dinner.
How did you get that off so easy?
This is the worst tattoo you guys will ever see. Okay?
Drum roll, please.
It's Ohio.
I can't see it. What does it say? It says no regrets.
I tattooed Ohio on my stomach.
Oh, my
Lord. Wow. I love it.
Hey, I got Texas on my arm, so I can't say anything.
Well, that's what I thought. You have a mom tattoo, don't you, too, Jared?
I do have a mom tattoo and a Texas that's in the shape, like there's a cowgirl that's in the shape of Texas on this one.
Linda Peters said, "Get $5 million, Tom."
You see that one, Jared?
Oh yeah. But do you have tickets to the gun show?
I don't.
Admit one.
My parents weren't too happy with those. I got the tickets to the gun show on each arm.
I have stars.
Tramp
I got those too.
I just can't see you laying there and letting somebody put a tattoo on your bottom because you hate needles.
Yes, I do.
That would make the most epic SHOOTDANG Fest ever. Live on At Home with Tom and Rhonda.
We're gonna be cracked up.
Yeah. Tom getting tattooed.
And Tom is too. Crack up.
We got another. Robert Haynes did another $5 super chat. It says, "Not gonna say what that really looked like." See, everybody got a sneak peek. I don't even know why I did that. I did it in my buddy's basement. He had a party. I went down. Somebody dared me to tattoo myself. I said, okay.
They didn't even double dog dare you?
No, he just said, I dare you to do it. And I said, okay.
I'll do it.
Man.
It doesn't take me much to do anything.
That's when you wished you lived in Oklahoma. It would have been smaller and thinner.
Yeah. If you didn't live in Texas, you'd have a whole big
old thing.
My mom asked me, my mom said, why did you put that on you? I go, if anybody ever finds me in a ditch, they need to know where I came from.
Yeah.
You could have drawn it down there, Mike. Oh, that's funny.
I want to see that shirt you had on that you just pulled off. I thought you had a pullover on.
No, that's one of them snuggies.
It's a snuggie.
He's in Ohio, baby. It's freezing cold up
10 degrees.
It is actually like down here. It's like, even in my basement, like I got the heat cranking. It's still chilly though.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Do you have a fireplace?
I have an electric fireplace.
If it's 10 degrees here and you film Jared Crocker, you'll see smoke coming out of his mouth because he won't turn on the heat. He's too tight.
I'll spend money on other stuff, but not electricity.
Lila has fish tattoos behind her shoulders.
Well,
that's what Matt told me.
That's what Matt told
me. Hang on. Let's go fishing.
That's why Matt likes fishing.
I want to go fishing with everybody in this live right now.
I've only been fishing once with Tom, and he was fly fishing in a pond.
Yeah. I hadn't fly fished in years. So there was water.
I heard that exclamation. That only needs 70 subscribers.
I'll never forget when I went fly fishing on a pontoon boat with Randy and my father-in-law, and they were all sitting there, and they said, I hope that hook doesn't get me. You could hear them say every once in a while, oh, I hope that hook doesn't get me. And they lean over to the side. I'm up there on the pontoon just flinging that line all over the place. It was hilarious.
Everybody was fishing at the pond with Jared, and you were sitting right by him while he was fly fishing.
It's like Tom's fly fishing next to me. I'm over here just trying to just cast my little bait caster.
I was just trying to remember how to do it. It'd been so long.
Let's see here. Yeah, so I've never fly fished.
You never have?
I never have either.
I don't know if I could do it.
Oh, it's fun.
See, I'm a cat fisherman. Like, I'm really lazy. Like, I take my chair and I usually get like a 12-pack of Diet Cokes and I sit there and.
When you're fly fishing, you can't sit there. You got to be moving constantly.
Well, and that's why I haven't done it.
That's why I know it's not for me.
I like the best of both, where I like to throw out my catfish line, or if I'm on the kayak, throw that out and just let it sit there, and then I got like my bait caster and catch bass and stuff like that. It's fun.
Whatever happened to cane pole fishing? I used to love that as a kid.
You know, they're starting to make a comeback now. They have these like cane poles that you can get that are like retractable.
Oh, wow.
But it's not an actual cane pole. You know, it's made out of another material, but it's like you can like make it like this big so you can like put it in your pocket and stuff. I think it was Jimmy. I think Jimmy Houston came out with one
from Australia.
Wow.
Hooper's Mayhem. He sent me one from Australia. A little, not a cane pole, but it's a little like he made it with a 3D printer. It's like this big, and you basically just unwind it and just toss it out like that, like a.
That's cool.
I remember you didn't you? You did that in a video.
Yeah, I caught a couple of little bass and perch over there at Jason's place.
My dad used to go in the backyard and just pull one of those canes out of the yard and go fishing.
Yeah, that's cane pole fishing.
Mm. Get a new pole every day.
Right.
Wow.
And everybody's in here talking about fishing. Now we switched.
Hey, they're in the right place. You know all about it.
And I just hit a new 111 right now in here. I just hit a new record.
Good. All right. For time on the air or for numbers watching?
Not time on the air. I think the longest I've ever done was I did 3 hours one night.
Crazy Ed did 12.
No, he did longer than that. 12.
When I
they cut him off at 12. He might have done.
They wouldn't let him go any longer.
I think YouTube stops it at a certain amount of time, and that was actually a smart idea for him to go live that long.
Yeah, he got a lot of watch time hours off that because it was at the meetup where people wanted to know what was going on.
Yeah.
Well,
see, that's the key. Find those niches.
When I hit 10,000 community members, I'm going to do a 24-hour fishing live.
Shoot dang. And not catch anything.
Where I'm up for 20. Well, people might get to watch me sleep for a little bit. You know, you got to take a nap. Let's see here. Lila Newton says, surf fishing is the best. My favorite are pompano. Good eating.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a Bama something on YouTube. Bass Bama or Bama Bass or something. I don't know. Some fishing channel. They do the Pompous or whatever they are. And what is it? Pampa or Pompous? Some kind of fish, but they're really good.
All I know is when you go to Hawaii, look up a huma huma nuka nuka apuaha.
Oh, what a.
What was that? What all them words you saying, Tom?
Huma huma nuka nuka apuaha. Does anybody else know what that is?
A fish?
Yeah, it's a fish.
See, I'm smart.
You are.
Is it a big fish?
No, but they're real pretty, real colorful.
Yeah.
I
like them uglier the better.
Yeah.
Huma huma nuka nuka apuaha. I bet there's somebody in here that's been to Hawaii and has seen that fish.
You know what? I actually have a guy, and I haven't seen him in
Yes, it is. Good for you. Who was that? Jason Whitaker. He's right.
Somebody Google that.
Fish.
No, I was going to say Google. They can't spell that.
Nah, no, that was good.
Yeah, Jason Whitaker is an awesome guy, too.
Fish, Hawaii. And it popped up.
No, he knew that.
So now, I know this is going to be a weird question. I'm not asking Jared. I'm not asking for like a specific river. Where you guys are at now, do you guys have rivers near you?
Like in Terrell? Or in
No,
Texas?
no. I mean, like in Oklahoma, do you have any rivers that are near you?
Not the big one like the Illinois River. That was at
Yeah.
Jason's like the off-grid place. But there's little tiny rivers, like
Okay.
I would say more like creeks.
Okay.
So there's one that's close by that I'm gonna try to do some videos that I told Jason there's probably some big catfish or maybe some alligator gar in there.
You know what? That's the thing. Even sometimes with those creeks, you never know what's in there. That's
what I told him. You never know
until
until you throw something out.
Because that's what like where some of the places I fish, like I'm talking about like parts of the river are like maybe 15 feet wide.
Yeah.
You know, and it don't matter. The big ones will get down in there.
Yeah.
When we were in Alaska, there's this Shugnak River, Shugnak, I think is how you spell it. It's a real long, winding river. I had to dive in it because I was on the dive team looking for a little girl that drowned. But while we were there, the people that lived in the villages brought us food, and they would go out to the Shugnak River with nets, and they would net and get hundreds of salmon, big salmon, and then they would take them and put them over an open fire and cook them. They went out and shot a moose, quartered it with a chainsaw, and cooked it up and brought it to us. I mean, they just went out of their way to show their appreciation. And it was really heartwarming because these are Inupiaq Eskimos. We didn't know them from Adam, but they knew we were trying to find someone so that we could give their family peace. And so they prayed with us. They brought us food. They treated us so awesome.
That'd be my dream place to go to Alaska and do like some salmon fishing or something.
Me and Greg went moose hunting. And he got on his four-wheeler and he went up 15 minutes from where the village was that we were living in. He went up the tundra, shot a moose, had to cut it in half. It was so big to get it back down, even though he was pulling it with a four-wheeler. Those things are massive.
I know.
Massive.
That's like a once-in-a-lifetime hunt, too.
And we were doing it for free because we were getting paid to live up there and work up there.
That's awesome.
I know it was. Great experience.
Now, what does it take? What does moose taste like?
Roast beef.
Like roast beef?
Yeah.
Huh.
And walrus tastes real fishy, real fishy.
Is it
So
oily?
you put it in your mouth and it's got the consistency of roast beef, but it tastes like fish.
No,
So
it
it
oily?
frees your mouth.
Horrible.
Don't eat Eskimo ice cream.
Okay.
Whatever you do. It's a delicacy to a lot of the Eskimos because they take big vats. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making this up. I saw it and I tasted the ice cream. They take these big vats. They kill seal. They scrape all the blubber out of the seal skin into these vats. Then they go to wild salmon bushes and they gather all the berries that are growing wild. And they put those on top of the blubber. And then they pour sugar on that. And then the sun, it's not warm outside, but the sun will eventually melt the blubber down. And then they stir it up real good. That's Eskimo ice cream.
Huh. I would still try it, though.
I tried it, but it kind of cakes to the roof of your mouth. It's real sweet. I mean, I can see how some people might go, oh, it's not so bad. That's a sweet taste. But it's not for a Texan. It's not the ice cream of choice. We're Bluebell guys.
Now, what's the weirdest thing you...
It tastes like snow at all.
No, and there's snow that you can't make a snowball. It's so dry up there in the Arctic Circle that when you pick up the snow, it feels like baby powder, and it just falls right through your hands.
Yeah, I've heard that it's like that. Yeah, up here the snow's just horrible. It's mush. It's gross. I bet
you it's colder where you are than it is in the Arctic Circle to your skin.
Yeah.
Because it's wet cold. And the dry cold, 40 below, you could tolerate it. It was miserable, but you could tolerate it. You put 40 below wet cold.
Yeah, this is just gross. Like, I mean, it's really bad. And then, like, today I was driving my truck, and every time I turn, I could hear the ice underneath my truck cracking that was on the suspension.
Man.
You could just hear it just breaking up and stuff because it got, like, it warmed up a little bit, and then it got back down into the single digits for a while. I hate it. Like, I hate the winter altogether. I hate snow. I don't like any of it. It's just
Frosty's going to be so upset to hear that.
Yeah, I don't like ice fishing. I don't like doing any of that stuff.
I watched a little Eskimo lady ice fish one time, and I just rolled laughing. She didn't have a hook on the line or anything. She used an auger, and she dug down. It was about 4 feet in the ice. She took a string on a stick, and she had a white 5-gallon bucket, and she had another one that she turned upside down and was sitting on. And she dropped the string down in the water and went like this and threw a fish in the bucket. Threw another one. Threw another one. And I forgot what the fish were called, but they were all about this big and about this big around. And she was catching them like crazy. They were grabbing whatever was on that string. It wasn't a hook. Whatever was on it, they were grabbing it. She was just throwing them in the bucket and going straight back down in the hole. That was an art.
I've seen some videos, and I can't remember. I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen videos before them doing that.
It was so cool.
Now, I think it's cool. I think ice fishing's cool. I just don't want to be on ice.
Oh, I understood. Yeah.
Like, when I go fishing, I don't want to die. Like,
I love it.
Like, I go fishing to relax. That's the
battery.
Jesus Girl says I should move south.
Yeah.
Come on down. There's a house for sale right next door to me back there.
$1 million.
I can't afford what Jared wants for it. I'm trying
$1
to get out of debt.
trillion.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of debt. That would get me back into debt buying Jared's house.
We went into debt.
You know what's going to happen?
Today, buying those 2 4-wheelers.
A Californian's going to end up buying Jared's house is what's going to happen.
Ooh, you're going to get up.
I'm going to put out all of Jared's Trump signs.
Yeah.
I'll have "Let's Go Brandon" on the front of my house. I'll get rid of him. You watch.
That'd be funny.
I'll drive up and down with big flags off the back of our 4-wheeler.
The back of the truck.
Trump 2024.
I've done that before and almost got run over by one of the neighbors.
That's okay. We got big 4-wheelers now. We'll just run back over them.
Lila says, I'm moving down to Kingsville, Texas. Laugh out loud.
Cool.
She wishes.
Come on down.
That's the next town where my parents live.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Eileen says, sick Uncle Jerry on him.
Yeah.
He'll fix it.
The first time I watched Jerry on one of Jared's videos, I thought my ears were ringing because the whole thing was.
Yeah.
Mama Murphy, let me explain this. I'm okay with dying by an animal. I'm not okay dying by water.
Dying by what?
By an animal. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm out fishing, an animal takes me out. God meant it to be. Water, me standing on ice and me falling through ice and dying in water, that's not happening.
You wouldn't have wanted to do what I did in the Arctic then. Scuba diving. We would have to auger out a hole big enough for men to go through with all their oxygen and nitrogen and helium tanks on their back. And that was a big hole. And then we would have to bounce on the ice to get it to come up out of the hole. And then the water looks green in the Arctic. It looks green because the sun comes down through the snow, then through the real thick ice, and you look up and it looks like somebody's turned a mountain range upside down. It's just jagged. I thought it'd be smooth, but it's not. It's jagged under there, and it looks like an alien green movie. It's so weird.
That's weird.
And most of the people that we found were not way off. And it's the Bering Strait. So the current's like this. You had to walk sideways when you're on the bottom because the current was pushing you so hard. Most of the people died 1 to 4 feet from the hole they fell in and didn't know where the hole was to get out because it's so jagged.
That's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
Man.
Yeah, there's I just saw we had a little visitor in here. Getting some Russians coming into the chat. That one might not be Russian though.
Putin? I Putin something.
Oh, so the other thing I wanted to ask you, Tom, how's the studio coming? for your voiceover.
Oh, somebody else asked about that earlier. I just didn't say anything. The studio's done. It's all set up. And all I have to do now is come up with a name and start advertising it on. What I'm going to do to advertise it is go on Instagram, Facebook, and all these channels with my new name, voiceover name. It might just be Tom Howard voiceover. I don't know. But I'll make commercials, put them on there, and then hopefully, everybody's watching that's looking for voice talent is watching Instagram and other channels, TikTok. And I'm going to put the videos out there on all those channels and then wait for them to buy it.
That's awesome, man. I'm excited to see what you do too. I hope that we can see some of it. Like, you know what I mean?
Honest,
that
it's
the people
kind of
that you're doing
boring
it for will allow
because it would just be me in the studio in front of a microphone and putting a track down for 30 to 60 seconds. So it'd be kind of boring, but I'll be glad to do that. I'd be glad to videotape doing it in the booth. Because once you do that, then you have noise gates and things that you have to put the audio through to make sure you don't have excess noise. You don't have a lot of puh sounds, p sounds, s sounds, things like that. And they've got different names for those in the DAW, which is the DAW is what you put the commercial, your voice into to make sure that all the trash is cleaned out and you have a professional sounding recording to go to a studio. Then once you have that done, you put it on the air.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it though, man. And I want to thank Robert Haynes. He just did another $5 chat, which you don't have to do that, Robert, but it's completely appreciated. Because anything that I get ever from YouTube, like or my bonfire, any of that stuff, anybody ever buys merch or anything of that, it's just going to be going back into when I do giveaways and fishing competitions and stuff like that. It's just getting recycled back in. I got a full-time job. That's what pays my bills. So this is all just going funneled right back in to make the channel better and do some fun giveaways and stuff like that. So
Shannon asked a question: if we had these for sale. We don't have them printed up right now because we sold everything we had except the extra small T-shirts, and I gave all those to Mel and Gary's kids and to Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It because they were extra small. Nobody wants to buy extra small because most people are larger than that. But we are going to have some for Shoot Fest. We're going to make a whole new order. So as soon as we do, I'll let you know, Shannon.
All right, by Corey and Cynthia Davis, and yes, Texas Soap Lady, we are still live. Thanks for coming back.
Who was that?
Brazos Valley Soap.
The Brazos Valley Soap's back. Welcome back. This is a new day. We've been on for 2 days now. No.
Yeah, we're going. We hit 2 hours. This is crazy. Lila Newton, I'm going to head out. I had a great time. Good night, everyone.
We love you too, Lila.
She doesn't love me, though.
She does
says
too.
Good night to me, but she loves you guys.
She loves you too. She stayed with you for 2 hours. That's love,
I guess
bro.
so. Yeah. No, Lila always has my back. She's been a great moderator for everybody. You know.
Yeah, she is. Everybody loves Lila. That's why we pick on her so much. She's our favorite booger.
Good night, Corey and Cynthia.
Yurt.
Yurt. Yeah, so I don't know. We're over 2 hours. I think I'm going to call it here too. I got to do my medicine and. Well,
I hope that we added something to your channel tonight, brother.
You know what? I had a blast, and Jared, thanks for coming over too. That was awesome, man. I had a great time talking. I appreciate all you guys being on here. This was awesome, and it was unexpected, so that makes it even better.
I asked Jared if he'd come make a special appearance for you, and he said, shoot y'all.
I said, no. How much you going to pay me to come over here?
I said, I'll give you a turkey.
Shoot dang.
Shoot dang.
No, I'm glad. I'm happy to be on here. I think it's fun. I like doing live chats. It's fun talking with everybody. I really enjoy it.
I did too.
If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I have some ideas too, Jared. I know that you don't use Facebook a whole lot, but send me a message sometime because I got some ideas. And I want to pass them by you. And I don't want to let other people know what I'm thinking because some of it's really ridiculous. But I think that you guys will like them. So
Hey, all
I
the
know
people that
you
are
guys
saying
are busy,
good
so
night, guys.
it is what it is. But I know Brazos and we've been talking about, we want to do one with you and Jason sometime. Me, you,
Yeah.
Brazos, and Jason.
I'm down.
Yeah. So yeah, just let us know. I know we started a group chat the one time, so we can figure it out. I know you guys are busy, and it is what it is. So whenever you're ready, no rush, man. But
Everybody's always busy.
I know. That's what I'm slammed all the time too. I don't even know. I don't know. Jared, like the president, Linda Peterson said. I don't know what that is.
Like the president.
I was 2004 class president. Rivera Coffer High.
He's a great president of this place. Just hasn't been done yet. What? Shots fired.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys being on. Thanks so much again.
It was really nice.
Maddie, thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That was. We enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, it was the most fun I've had for 2 hours in a long, long time. So, but you guys all have a good night. Bye, everybody. Thanks, everybody, all 104 that are still watching. Appreciate all you guys being in here. And sorry if I missed saying hi to anybody. You guys are all important to me, and you know that. So
we apologize for that too. It gets hard to read all the comments and get caught up in doing this.
Give Grandma Backwoods a shout out.
Yeah, Jared, my mother-in-law wants you to give her. She just messaged in here. She wants you to give her a shout out to say hi to Donna.
Hi, Donna.
She's been watching you.
I
turned her on to you guys, and she's been binging you guys lately. So, but all right, man. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys all later.
Thanks, Linda. And thanks, Maddie.
Thanks again. Bye, everybody.
You're awesome, dude. Later,
man.
What do you say, Jared?
Peace. Peace.